This stuff's bigger than the tar sands, though. This stuff has to do with paradigm shift. That's what we're really talking about here. We're talking about asking ourselves moral questions and what kind of future, what kind of economy, what kind of paradigm do we want to have for our children? Do we want to continue with the practice of a classist system that sacrifices certain communities based on race, based on geography placement, based on gender or whatever, so that, you know, other communities can thrive? Or do we want to build something sustainable that allows parents not to have to fly from Newfoundland all the way to northern Alberta just to get a paycheck to feed their kids in Newfoundland? You know, the answer is simple. There's some actions that we can all take, whether it's writing letters, making a donation to an organization that is taking more direct action, if you like, boycotting certain companies, targeting the banks who are investing, talking to your bank where you have your savings and saying, I don't want my money going into tar sands, talking to the Canadian Pension Fund, who's one of the biggest investors in the tar sands, and saying, we don't want our pension funds going into this dirty energy. We want it going into clean, renewable energy. There are many, many different suggestions that I could make that I'd be happy to talk about more in the question and answer period. But the fact of the matter is that this government is taking a much more radical and straight-up fundamentalist approach to how it's dealing with dissent, to its policy and its agenda. And we need every Canadian to back up First Nations peoples who are on the front line of this fight and who have been on the front line of this fight since it began. And I know that your network, is a big supporter of Indigenous rights, and it's one of the reasons why I'm here today, to compel you all to continue to be supporters and to get even deeper into it, because our future, our children's future is locked together, and you, all of you, are treaty people. You hear about treaty rights all the time, and Native people getting free education, this and that, not paying taxes. Well, the reality of it is that we still don't have our treaty rights. Canada implemented the other side, and we're still waiting on them to implement our side of the treaty. But the fact of the matter is that we've always been into sharing, and we've got this this big responsibility that we've got to work together to try and overcome, and I have faith that we will. But it's going to be a rough ride here for the next few years, especially with Harper, the maniac in government. So, yeah, I hope none of you